It's been a long time since I've been in the hot seat. This is really exciting. Long time ago, you had done a tour, and it was a little different. You just went into, what do you want? No telling of the story, no details. So, what I want is to experience something I've never experienced in this lifetime, which is marriage. And I want to know how to get it.
Well, it's a good question at a good time, because what we've been talking about here is about when you feel the absence of something that you want so much, you cannot get around it. There is no way to compensate for a vibration that feels like doubt. And so you have to get off the subject, and you haven't exactly been off the subject.
No, because my job and what I do for a living, I'm on 24/7, 365 doing it. So it's been really hard. I try, trust me, I try. I'm always trying to find another thing to focus on.
In the same way that we were talking about dollars and what they mean, let's talk about a relationship and what that means.
Okay.
What is the vibrational essence of it? Apart from the obvious, what does it feel like? Because, you know, you've heard us say this so many times, no matter what it is that anyone wants, pile of money, a relationship, a circumstance, an event, a material object, is because they believe they will feel better. So what feels so good from your perspective about a relationship?
I love loving someone, and I love the connection.
You said two things that are a little bit different. You like projecting your appreciation to someone, and you like getting it back. So it's mutual, it's resonance, isn't it?
And I also like sex. A lot.
Well, there's a lot of that around.
I don't want to just sleep with a million people. I want to sleep with one that I'm connecting with and raising the vibration.
We are not disagreeing with anything. You get to want whatever you want, and you get to identify it in whatever way that you want it. But the thing that we want you to feel, we're just going to say this very blatantly, and we've said this to many people very blatantly. Your often offered vibration, which is what a belief is, simply doesn't match your desire. That's all. That's all that it is. Your desire and your belief don't match. And as long as that is true, your true desire cannot come about. As long as your true desire is one thing and your belief is another. Well, what causes a belief? Fact-finding, paying attention to things. So you're too in your head about what a relationship is, and not quite enough in your heart or in your vibration about what it would feel like. And so describe for us what it feels like to be inside a relationship, the one that you want. What does that feel like? Go really slow.
General, right? Yeah.
General or specific, but go really slow.
Okay.
Choose your words as you feel them, and let's ponder them and really feel them as you go.
Exhilaration.
All right, now exhilaration, that's all right. Exhilaration is a feeling that has a lot of momentum going. So to start on a subject that has a lot of momentum going, when you've got beliefs that are blocking it, doesn't work very well. So try to go a little more general, as you said, a little deeper, a little more feeling, a little softer feeling than exhilaration.
Nurturing. It's very nurturing to me.
Nurturing. Now, so nurturing is a good feeling. You being nurtured feels a little needy. But your desire, what's in your vortex, there's no neediness in your vortex. And so when you're looking for nurturing, that's not truly resonant with what you're looking for. And this is what the process is, and it's just wonderful. So just keep offering words. Just keep offering words.
Well, I mean, it's happiness.
Wait. Just keep offering words that describe the feeling that you are reaching for. Because you've made a decision about something that you want, and we want to feel the vibrational essence of your decision. So this relationship feels to me like
freedom.
Right, now freedom from what?
To fly.
Freedom from not being alone. What we're getting at, and just sit tight for just a second, but what we're getting at is the desire is here, but the receptive mode is here. And so even though you're offering words that seem like they should be resonant, they're not, because they're coming from a different place than this alignment. And the purpose of this conversation is for the feeling that you have to reach this place. And it will. We're just going to stay here till it does. So go get a drink, water. So, relationship feels like...
I keep getting the word connection, like in alignment with someone who's like you, that you can be together and...
But see, when you're connected with you, then you can find someone who's connected with you. But until you're connected with you, when you're looking for someone to make the connection, then it keeps not happening. And a lot of people, there's no reason in the world that you couldn't have hooked up with this one and this one and this one and this one and this one, except that what's in your vortex is something very different from that. So what you're saying to us is, Abraham, over time, I've created a very specific relationship, and I don't want to settle for anything less than that. But clearly, I must not be a vibrational match to what I've created in my vortex. Help me be a vibrational match to what I've put into my vortex. That's what this question is. How can I be a vibrational match to what's in my vortex? Well, you got to understand what's in there. It's so interesting because you are an independent being, sort of looking for a relationship that you can feel dependent upon. You are a being who wants the freedom of your own clarity, who wants somebody else to play with, who will cause you to be a little less free. Hasn't that been your experience?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's the question. How do I be a vibrational match to what's in my vortex? So we have some questions. Do you believe you have a vortex?
Yes.
Do you think it has a lot of components on this subject?
Yes.
Do you think that since you've been putting them there incrementally, that they have gestated and that they are ready for you to be ready for them?
Yes.
Yes. There's no question. And so therefore isn't the only question, how can I be ready for what's ready for me?
Correct.
And how do you know if you're not ready? Feels like negative emotion. How do you know if you are ready?
Happy emotion.
Feels like positive.
Yeah.
So this conversation is not about making something happen so that you can be happy. This conversation is about being happy in this conversation.
True.
You feel that?
Mm-hmm.
It's not about accomplishing something so I can get to the manifestation. It's about being happy. It's about making the connection with your inner being so that you don't even need the connection with another human. And when you've made the connection with your inner being so that you don't even need or even really want, then someone who is also in that place of connection will just flow into your experience, and you'll say, I've been looking for you. Mm-hmm. Makes sense, doesn't it? What you're feeling right now is so good, because what you're feeling right now is the absence of that feeling. And how do you know what you do want if you don't know what you don't want? What you're feeling is
sadness that it's not there, that
sadness,
that I bring other people their true love and I can't seem to get it myself right. And I've been doing it my whole life. And it's pissing me the fuck off. I'm sorry.
So you're having a step one moment.
Pretty much so.
And we would like it to be a step 5 moment where you're feeling that but not mad at yourself because you're feeling that. This is such an important conversation. Because, of course, you know what you don't want and you know what you do want. And you're really good at what you do. And you're not very far from being in that place that you want. What you're about in your work is bringing manifestations about that make people happy, which is backwards of the way the laws of the universe are working, because the laws of the universe say, get happy, and then that happiness will be reflected in all of these different ways. Let's take segment of refreshment.
Okay.
Don't talk to anybody about it, because everybody's going to have a good idea for you. Okay. And since this is a topic of huge proportion in this room, no kidding, when we come back from a segment of refreshment, we'll just walk through it in a way that will leave you not exhilarated, but completely satisfied. It is our promise to you.
Thank you.
Good time for a segment of refreshment.